Hey everyone, it's Sparks here, back for more FF14. We're gonna be going straight into more content, because during the last one we finished our investigation of Little Amigo, and now we need to go to Gridania to continue our investigation there. But before we head to Gridania, we're gonna do a few things in Limsa. So, let's get into it. Starting with a level 5 quest for the armor. Armor. I take it you are now intimate with every aspect of the bronze ingots production. Good, because that's an pressing matter. It seems that one of our younger members, Swithin, accepted an order which he would struggle to fulfill in thrice the time he promised. While I am tempted to let him squeal under the weight of his own ambition, the guild is not in the habit of delivering late. Several men in armor have volunteered their services, but I would also like you to assist in the matter. On the one hand, you will be helping to spare the guild unnecessary embarrassment. On the other, you will be deepening your understanding of the craft. The builder could not have planned it better. For your part in this endeavor, you will craft 3 bronze hoplons. You'll need bronze plates and maple lumber to make the shields. While we're on the subject, how have you been acquiring your materials? Market or a reliable source? I considered making an arrangement with a miner or botanist. As you will have gleaned, the craft calls for a near constant supply of copper and tin, both of which are commonly mined in the region of Thanalan. Should your purse grow too light for comfort, there is little to stop you taking up a pickaxe yourself. For the time being, however, I want you to concentrate on honing your skills in armor. With the fundamentals under your belt, Hoplon shouldn't prove too challenging. But do not fall into the trap of complacency. A poorly wrought shield is worse than no shield at all. Each piece you craft, however simple, must reflect the utmost attention to detail. Make the guild proud, Ardbert. I will. I'm gonna see if this one has maple lumber, though, so I don't have to get that bit. Okay, so we need 3 maple lumber. And bronze plates, which require bronze ingots, which... How many did we say we need? How many did we need? We need 2 bronze plates. Sorry. We need at least 6 bronze... No, I'm just going to go with 2. We need 2 bronze plates. We need 4 bronze plates, which means we need 8 bronze ingots, which means we need 16 copper. I'm gonna get 10 more just to make sure my inventory doesn't run out. Alright. Wait, how many did I say I needed? Oh, brave, why do you do this to yourself? Hold on. Hoplon. 4 bronze plates. 8 bronze ingots. We need 8 bronze ingots. We'll make 9. Alright. We're likely going to level up as a product of doing this mission. So we'll do the level 10 quest as well. Oh. And synthesis. Bronze Hoplon. I know I don't need to, but I want to. Said I was gonna level up. There we go, we've done it. Yep. Here's 1, 2, and number 3. Yes, I will proceed with high quality item trades. A bit warm, so I'm going to take my shirt off, which I know some people probably want to see, but no. Pretty sure Twitch wouldn't be happy about it. Impressive. You have managed to balance the conflicting requirements of sturdiness and portability, much as you balanced hardness and malleability in your first task. The bronze blade is securely fitted and should weather the most vicious blows without becoming dislodged. And importantly, your work was swift and sure. Many an armor has lost a sale due to late delivery, and rightly so. Customers' need for armor is invariably pressing, and its absence like to be sorely felt. Given the stakes, a reputation for reliability can yield handsome profits, especially at a time when the maelstrom is seeking armorers to outfit its ever-expanding ranks. It is all we can do to keep pace with the Grand Company's orders for equipment. And that is why every member of our guild must support the next, much as the warriors of Eld supported their fellows in the phalanx with their shields. It's true. Keeping yourself... It's true that it's definitely very helpful. Though you have but recently begun your training, a man of your natural talents belongs on the front line. I think a time has come for you to learn the use of another weapon in Armor's arsenal. Specifically, pliers. Take this pair and try using them in combination with your hammer. You will feel strange at first. Persist and you will find that your work proceeds a damn sight more smoothly. I think you've mastered the pliers. I'll want to see the results of your dedication. Until then, Arbert. Okay, I need to deal with all the gear that we're not using. Once all my classes are maxed out, I will sort it out, but for now... There we go. Now, you have another mission for me, Bart. Just the lad I was hoping to see. I have a new initiate that has near exhausted my reserve of patience. I think she would benefit from seeing the results of a peer's dedication and skill, specifically yours. Her name is Grenay, and builder help me. She is the most distracted, fumble-fingered craftswoman ever to live down. If she could but learn to forge the simplest device without constant supervision, I would consider a rare victory. It is unfortunate that Beauregard did not see fit to invest all of my armors with your innate talents. But I suppose we must all start somewhere. If I abandon every initiate that was slow to grasp the technique, our guild will have a grand total of, 9 members? Maybe 10. I jest, which would be few enough for our clients in Maelstrom to have to share breastplates. Oof, which no one likes to do. So what say you, Arbert? You need only craft a dozen sheets of bronze plate, supplement Grenay's own. When you're ready, I want you to deliver them to the last in person. Mayhap your example will inspire her to take more care. Okay, so for that we need a lot more bronze ingots. For that, we will need a lot more copper ore. I'm gonna go ahead and get... Let's just buy ourselves 50. And let's make 20. Wait, no. We need a lot more than that, so let's make 24. Another level up. Yay. I'm slowly working towards getting all of the various classes ranked up. Alright. We don't need to make it amazingly. What? Seriously? They all need to be the same quality. Oh, that sucks. Fine. Make a lot more bronze ingots, I guess. I guess I'm holding on to the high quality stuff for later. I'll need these for the other missions. It's probably a case that you either need to have all high quality or all low quality. Which doesn't surprise me. We'll finish this quest, go do the blacksmith one, then the culinarian, and then we'll switch over to doing the ones for others. I just want to check something quickly. Yep. We'll always do Fisher at some point. Alright. Let's go hand these over. Here's your stuff. God, you craft these yourself? Boy, they absolutely... Oh, nearly dropped them. No harm done, though. As I was saying, I can certainly see why the Forge Master speaks so highly of your work. The bronze is the perfect color and thickness, so I assume you carefully measured out the amount of tin and copper. Oh, is that too much tin? Did you know metal can shatter? Yes, actually, I did. Ugh, you'd have to really mess up the ratios to do that. Well, I didn't. Truth be told, I tend to put all my effort into making the armor itself, rather than bothering with the base materials. When you compare it to hammering out glorious winged helmets or ornate greaves, measuring out metals just seemed so trivial. Looking at work, I began to wonder. I never realized how beautiful a simple shield bronze could be. With details like this, just imagine the sturdy, shiny suits of armor one might create. It seems I've been putting the cart before the chocobo. From this moment onward, I swear to focus all my attention and care on the task at hand. Even the task at hand is forging bronze ingots. Good. What of you, Arbor? Do you have any grand projects waiting for you on the anvil? I overheard some of the senior armorers boasting about the coin they made through tradecraft leagues. Might that be something you'd consider? They say tomorrow Cree over at the Drowning Wrench is the one to talk to. And that's where I'll be heading once I improve my technique. Where did I put that hammer? Oh, there we go. Once I get all the crafting classes to level 25, we'll stop using the friendship circlets, but until then... Just double checking. Praise the builder. I was afraid he might have joined up with another crew. If I paid me so much, I was down at the wench till the morning bells I was. Here you are, still bringing potential. With some extra meat on your skin arm. If my eyes don't deceive me. So, something interesting. Oh, of course, how can I forget? Arbor Zem, I bid you craft 3 bronze cross-pine hammers. Just like the ones all our apprentice students use. For this, you'll need bronze, maple lumber, and hempen cloth. Now, I know making the bronze won't pose you no trouble. Now I offer you a bit of advice regarding the materials. If you want to save yourself some coin, you might consider mining your own copper and tin out in the wilds. If that don't tickle your fancy, you might consider whacking the old coblin until it stops moving. They look all around with them, see? It ain't as if swinging a sword's all that different from pounding a lump of metal to shape, is it? At the end of the day, though, how you get about getting the bits and pieces don't matter to me. I just want to see if you can make a decent hammer. Do what needs doing and come back when it's done. Will do. Alright, so we need more maple lumber and hempen cloth. I'm pretty sure our supplier can provide us with both. How much do we need? 3. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself 50 because it's something I'm probably gonna use a lot. Okay, now undyed hempen cloth. We'll also go ahead and get 50 of that. Nope, nope, damn it. Yep, I just noticed my mistake. It's fine, we didn't lose any resources there. Sometimes you get lucky like that. we did it. Before we continue, all right. Where are them hammers I asked for? Seems last time we're no fluke. This here's some impressive work, lad. Now, a layman might look at this and think you just struck a piece of bronze on a maple stick. You've done damn sight more than that, whether you know it or not. A hammer's a tool, after all, and the head's got to grip the shaft for tens of thousands of strikes. What's more, when somebody's piling a red-hot piece of metal, this hammer takes up some of the heat as well. A touch, and swells a touch. No problem unless it's a poorly made piece of shite. Take it from me, lad. There's a few things more embarrassing than flinging a glowing hammerhead over your shoulder, straight into the eye of your newest apprentice. Even if he did eventually get a second. Mate, wow. Making your hammer will lead to things like that. And sure, I'm happy with what you've done. Now, spare us both the don't rest on your laurels speech, if it's all the same to you. The plain obvious is best done with a drink in your hand, I find. Well done, anyway. Here, you'll be needing this. A hammer suffices for simple smitten, but complex jobs call for a more delicate touch, which is what a file gives you. Use them alongside your hammer will make your life a good deal easier, whatever you're crafting. First with something simple, guarantee you'll see a difference. And when you're done with that, do it again. I want you to practice till you can wield that file as well as your hammer. Once you got the hang of it, come back here for another task. Yay! We're done with that, so yay us. Alright, let's switch over to Culinarian now and go to its quest. We might as well as make some progress. You've come at a good time, Harper. Just so happens I need your help with something. One of our chefs buggered up an order a bit ago, and he's been down in the dumps ever since. Ingham is his name. Joined the guild a few moons before you did. Determined lad, but don't take failure too well. Anyway, we can't have him crying into his soup. Plays havoc with the seasoning, see. True. So I want you to try and cheer him up. There's not like a good meal to take a man's mind off his many failings. Nice bit of grilled trout to do the trick. It's one of his favorites. If he was to cook up a plate of that, I reckon you'd find the experience highly motivating. The main ingredient, Princess Trout, can be had at the Highland. As for Ingham, you'll find him working in kitchens. Prepare the dish and take it to him. Okay, grilled trout. First we need table salt, which I don't have any. Do I have the means to make it? Yes, because I have rock salt. So we'll go do that. As for Princess Trout, do you have some? Where do I get Princess Trout? Maybe our supplier? No. Okay, we're gonna need to go looking for that. I think the only option for Princess Trout is fishing. Let's see. Okay, we need to look up where to find Princess Trout. Oh dear. Oh, well, that's about it. Anyways, XIV, Princess Trout. Okay, where can we find it? Oh, apparently Limsa Laminsa upper deck. 10.3, 13.6. Let's go further south. Ah, that place. We can just buy it. How much do we need? Just the one. That's fine then. We can do that. I know I can find it by hunting, by fishing for it as well. But this will be easier. Okay. So we need one Princess Trout. Then we need to go to our room and get some rock salt so we can turn that into the right stuff. I just need to remember which of my people has it. I think it's either Render Ray or Nailbird. I think Nailbird is the one I'm... Yep. Rock salt is used for a bunch of different things, so we can't just make loads of table salt. Alright, got table salt. Now make some grilled trout. I I do love that the actual thing we cook on does change over time. Like, it's not a detail that I think I ever noticed before, but it is one that's there. Also, can we upgrade any of our... Nope. Yeah, let's go turn this in. I'm sure he'll appreciate the high-quality meal that I'm giving him. What is it, a grilled trout for me? Well, yes, I am quite fond of the dish, but I don't deserve it. Yes, let's proceed with the trout. Sure, this should be interesting. The guildmaster thought it would cheer me up, you say? Well-meaning though he may be, food is not the solution to every woe. But come, let's see your handiwork. It's my duty as your senior to give you counsel after all. Why don't you actually sit down? Wow. Surely not. You made this? Truly? The aroma. It's delightful. And the skin, ever so slightly charred, just as it should be. 12 same, the thought of sinking my teeth into that crispy layer and tasting the tender flesh beneath. Beg pardons, as I was saying, this is quite impressive. In fact, I doubt even the guildmaster would be able to fault it. Trust me, I know. I don't understand it. You've been here scarcely long enough to learn syrup baking. Yet you're already capable of this? You know how long it took me to achieve the same? 6 bleeding moons! Gods, am I so utterly devoid of talent? No. No, I will not be outdone by a mere novice. I refuse to be outdone. My apologies. I thank you for the trout and would have you accept this knife from me. Used in conjunction with your skillet and your cooking endurance will be much enhanced. Do not hesitate. Do not mistake it for a gift. It is payment for the trout, nothing more. Besides, it would give me no pleasure to get the better of a man who wasn't properly equipped. Leave me be. I have stock to take. Just enjoy the food. Okay, well, we got it. Yay. Alright. Well, that's all these done. Next stop, Marauders Guild. Because we're level 29 already. We're very close to hitting the upgrade level. So it'd be good if we could do that. Arbor. Our near disastrous encounter with the pack that follows Kujata has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of beasts was beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. And if we can't dispatch the pack, then Kujata remains beyond our reach. Thus I have prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. As your sword Saltwhip awaits you at the Bismarck to guide you on your path. Let's go on with this opportunity for growth, Arbor. The pride of the guild itself rides on the keen edge of your axe. Alright, to the Bismarck. Which I'll walk to, because it's so close. You've word from my brother? Ha! The pride of the guild, eh? Brother has placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. But from what I have witnessed, if any marauder has the skill and determination to put down Kujata, then it is you. And there is, of course, a matter of Sigurd's vengeance. Don't want to disappoint the poor boy now, do you? Not at all. Let us be about this trial, Albert. I shall meet you at the Salt Strand in Lower Lucia, where your training is to take place. Well, naturally I will be there. Without me, you're like to forget to tend your wounds and bleed to death. Wow. Alright. Let's head over to the Alchemist Guild as well. and get the quest from there. This one has actually hit level 30, so we'll be able to progress this one even further. Have you come to ask about Clea's condition? The Foreseer is unchanged. She walks about as if all the joy in life has been leached from her soul. I believe the only one who can help her now is the same person who broke Clea out of her shell the first time, our absent guildmaster. Though I am leery of the coincidence, the man himself has at long last been spotted. Should you seek out his last known location, it is unlikely he will still be there. And even should you catch him, he may not deign to speak with you. Nevertheless, this may be our only chance. Pray travel to Memorune's trading post in Upper Lenosia and speak with anyone who might have seen the guildmaster. Oh, and one more thing. Though he prefers us not to use it for some inexplicable reason, our leader's name is Curity. It's because he's a child. Remember correctly, the Tia surname indicates that he has not yet reached adulthood. Oh. Or he's not the leader of his tribe. I can't remember which it is. Oh, either way. Let's see, what's the other one? We're going to head inside? Yes. Hello there, Artbird. We have a rough job ahead of us, and that's a fact. Matters are tangled enough with that Malawa Mort snapping at our heels. But we still managed to grapple that first trinket without too much fuss. Finding back them other two treasures, though, that'll be a different story. Once the stray gets here, I'll explain what, or more to the point who, we're up against. Alright, there are two baubles left on the list. The Silver Sorrows and the Black Sarcophagus. Let's see where we're at. Wait, where's Perimeter gone to? Underfoot? He's still looking to will the tail behind that bleeding sarcophagus. He'll not be coining that stickler until we've at least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. Treasure aside, I've been doing some digging on from the element of these executioner allies of the good and Curtis. I'm afraid the name won't come coincidence. Arbor, you've heard of the bloody executioners, I hope. Seems that Curtis was feeding from the family of one of the nation's greatest pirate powers. This ain't no ordinary crew of cutthroats, lad. Within the limits of the bloody executioners wield the power includes second only to the Admiral herself. He was none too fond of mere wit or her prohibition on piracy. It was only the overwhelming threat posed by the Guardian Emperor. Empire would eventually convince them to play nice with the Valocracy. The pirates ain't known to play nice for long. Now that he'll fear in around to helm the ship, the solidarity of the bloody executioners is begun to show cracks. All the strongest captains and lieutenants began to form their own factions, and are scrabbling to claim the top chair for themselves. Of course, not one bloody cove can agree with another on which way the executioners ought to set. Among these new factions, though, there is a group who is pushing to break free of the Admiral's grip completely. Turns out the Reformists, that they call themselves, was the ones that took the grinning curs under their wing. Which means they've got possession of the last two treasures we've yet to deploy. Rumors around town say that even for executioners, these coves are bloody and ruthless and not to be crossed. We should sit this one out. Jack, piss on Malawa's contest. This ain't worth this kind of grief. They bind the wrathful crew no large and dangerous, but so large and dangerous that even the Admiral was keen on coming to blows with them. If they ever came after us... Large or small, don't matter. They broke the code when they hit that maelstrom tug. The grinning curs are paying for that crime. There will be poor some excuses for rogues to let the real culprits carry on unpunished. I mean to see this job to the end, and that means biting back on treasures and handing proper justice to them as deserves it. But Jack, listen, with all the infighting going on at present, us stabbing a short blade into one faction's tail ain't like to bring the whole executioner's crew down on our heads. Besides, the reformist buggers are so far split from the main mob, they've been avoiding the city altogether. Now, it's about time we got to work. Albert, you're to track down our black market contact. I sent him to looking into the Kerr's new allies a while back, so we should have some answers for us right now. The veil was lifted by Southerly this morning. That'll put the old man at his heart in lower Lunacy. Here, take a sack of blunt and pay a visit to the House of Snakes. That's Cobalt Terry didn't know. The old man bribes them with ore, and has the biggest enemy of Saws as bodyguards. Just be ready for your approach. Ciao. Of course it will be. Alright. Oh, we have to defeat his bodyguards. Delightful. Alright, so lower, upper, and the other more will be dry docks. We'll go ahead and fast travel there for that one. That was loud. We'll change over to Marauder. How much experience does this one give? The leader of the pack? Just 8,000. So, if we're lucky, we'll get enough XP in tournament time to level up. What Kikirin was it anyways? One of these required Kikirin. Row runners, which I found in Eastland Batman. Alright, this is an instant thing. Well, this should be the place. Let's see. Ah, you sense that encroaching aura of violence, Albert? Pray, unlimit that axe of yours. This is slow. Good on first stage. That seems to be the last of it. Compared to what we had faced before, though, it wasn't terribly. So this is the indomitable Arbiter then. What the seven hells are you? Is that? We have deemed you worthy of our challenge. Come, Marauder, let us test the edge of your steel. Oh, brother. seems my underling has provided you with poor sport. Very well, I shall take your measure of mine own with my own blade. Do not think to show me quarter, Ardbert, for I shall surely show you none. Prepare for detection. Spent already? I thought it was supposed to be job. Is that it? I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. It might just be enough. We are done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who cannot stand. Display of prowess was truly impressive, Ardbert. Worthy indeed. What ridiculous charade. Did he honestly think we couldn't see through those paltry disguises? Though I am confident my brother's act was not born of malice. Rather, he hoped by concealing his identity, trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. It is time he turns of guilt. Oh, as a favor to me, pray indulge. Rolls in his little deception. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. Basically, let him believe that you were tricked. Very well, I'll be nice. But let's return to let's go to the other mission. See where it sends us. Don't care, leaving, don't want to be part of it. Especially when it's got levels I am going to avoid doing the promotion missions to get the next level of stuff until after we finish a level 30 main scenario quest. So I don't mind doing the missions that lead up to it. I'd rather save the actual level 30 content for when we actually get to that level. I think it'll be more fun to do it that way as well. Also, I'm definitely going to go and spend some time doing the hunts off camera. Getting the hunting log finished will massively increase our XP. So I'd like to go do that as much as possible. At least take out all the enemies that are below our current level. Oh no, kobolds. Belfield has 6 young girls. You must excuse my hiring, enthusiasm for visitors. Now, have you any cumbersome baggage of which I may relieve you before we begin our conversation in earnest? A heavy burden for one of your tender years to bear, but its weight is balanced. The sum is paid and the deal is made. Let us speak of these reformists. This faction has so wronged the code, now seeks... This faction that so wronged the code now seeks to peddle one of its stolen treasures. The earrings, better known as the Silver Sorrows. The deal, it is said, is set to take place at Costa del Sol. The buyer, a money merchant from the golden sands of Ulda. The earrings will be out in the open, vulnerable. I would target the moment of transaction, where I so inclined. Gentleman, up there by the cabin appears to be, for he purchased this self-same information. Though he attempts to disguise his identity, the stench of a soldier yet lingers. I know not where one such as he came to learn of my existence, but I suspect he works for a certain yellow-coated captain. Brave shit, but foolish. Stumble blindly into the underworld, and your groping hands will not save you from the holes at your feet. Sudden shall be her fall. Alright, so that requires us to head back. So we got a mission that takes us to Costa del Sol. Didn't expect to be going there already. Well, first things first. Yeah, I'm gonna do the level 25 missions and then we'll carry on with... we'll finish all the level 25 missions, we'll do the level 30 missions later. Because even though we've unlocked them, I think I'd rather save them for when the main scenario is also level 30. Give us a bit of a break from doing these. So we'll go to Gridania after this and do its ones. And then keep going. We'll unlock Hawk Manor. And the other dungeon that we've already unlocked. We should have our carbuncle out. Carbuncle friend, carbuncle friend. I love our little carbuncle friend. And eventually we'll gain the ability to upgrade our carbuncle. These various summons into other things. Witness. Hello. Morning, sir. I was the one who sent word to your guild about spotting your leader. It's a right rare sight to see Curatia roaming about. He asked me the way to Thalios. Could be he was seeking to speak to the scholar who lives out there. Come, my child. And off we go. Amen. What am I doing? Several classes of stone shells. So yeah, let's do it. There we go. So, this class. archery dice. Waiting on them to respawn now. Yes. Arcana. That's all the stone players. Hello there. Why, yes, I did receive a visit from a gentleman by himself as the Arcanist Guildmaster. Not though, but obviously obsessed with a well-rounded education. As it so happens, he bid me pass on a message to anyone who came searching for it. Reunited, the 3 slips of parchment hold the problem's solution. The Guildmaster mentioned the slips of parchment are concealed among the bones of Fallgourd. He suggests you and your search to them. Great. He would be this pretentious. Just come home. Alright, hold on. Kobolds. I remember these kobolds are on the list. Which kind? Okay, so we're taking out them, but let's see about from the list of enemies. Individual classes we need to deal with here. Oh. After all, we never know. But I do think kobolds will not show up. Just need to be certain. But let's gather the parchments. Yeah, this area was definitely underwater at some point. Judging from the fossils we can find. Okay, I'll get that one last, because it's low down. Damn it. I know I could pick it up before he hits me. Oh yeah, also. We're gonna swap out our minions probably every... Going forward, I think I'm gonna do minion roulette once a stream. Probably at the start going forward. Just because it'll be more fun if we swap out our minion from time to time. As for which minions are going to go into our favorites, it'll just be ones we obtain from quests. Tanga Tonga, have you tracked down those 3 slips of parchment? Yes. Interesting, they actually exist. To be perfectly honest, I thought you had been sent on a wild dodo chase. So look at these, shall we? Well, pending ancient elegant notice. Fortunately for you, I have passing familiarity with the script. Seek the box at Fool's Falls, dance a jig for your wooden audience, claim the secret from the open heart. Most cryptic set of instructions, I must say. Do you intend to follow them? This guildmaster here certainly enjoys his games. Yeah, he really does, and I'm annoyed at him for that. I am trying to help somebody. And he's making a joke out of it. Well. Oh, somebody else is fighting us, but they already killed it. That doesn't mean hello. I'll see who else needs poor pups. Might as well deal with them all here. The box rounds and pump valves if something within 6 to be free appears the labels been loosened. Of course. He means test. Find some parts signed box. If there are answers you would seek, then to the trade post now go. Before the owner do not leave, with your 2 feet to provide a show. Dance for the owner of the trading post. Who else required 4 elf pups as a... Okay, so... Gladiator, pugilist... Gladiator, pugilist... Is this gladiator and pugilist? Yeah, Galileo Pugilism, the one I just did. So let's start that out. Pugilist. Oh, hello. Oh, Forest Yarazon. They're also a target for us. We'll kill them while we wait for the other thing to respawn. The coral pups probably have respawned by now. At least one of them should have. Then we'll see who else requires Forest Yarazons. Really? None of them yet? Ugh, that's frustrating. I know the Master Coral over there is source of a blue mage spell. There we go. We're getting around the toilets soon, so we'll get back to a safe area. And then do that. Okay, I'm thinking we might actually have a thunderstorm going. Based on what I keep hearing. Come on. There we go. Deal with these last two and then... Oh, we need one more. Okay. That would be great if it weren't for the fact that it's part of a fate that we're apparently too high leveled for. So... Nope, same story. What is it? Can a regular one respawn, please? Regular one, please. You don't want to fight the fake one. Come on. Wish it wouldn't take so long for enemies to respawn. So, who requires forest Yarzons as a target? Well, not pugilist anymore. Okay, let's just go through them. Nope. In fact, why am I doing this? I could just switch between classes. Alright, Archer's done. Pugilist, no. Lancer, no. Rogue, no. I can look here probably. Thaumaturge, yes. One more, then this one's done. Alright, we're finished with the Forest Yarzons. Don't care about the boss fights. Just want to get over to Memoron and do a little dance. Ha, now that is most entertaining. I must have something to amuse me during these little jaunts back to civilization, you understand. Based on my evaluation abilities, however, I calculated that you would arrive at this point somewhat earlier. You balked at the dancing, didn't you? Never expected you to be so shy. Another variable to add to your list of characteristics. I keep extensive mental notes of all the guild members, you see. And yeah, he's young. As an arcanist, a civil matter to engineer events so that I might meet you face to face. After all, strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into a desired reality. I do so enjoy seeing others dancing upon my hand, as it were. Wow. Here, you may have this. Think of it as payment for your performance. Though you might consider passing the tome on to Khalil, that is the reason you sought me out, was it not? Before you give Khalil the Grimoire, however, I must insist that you dance for her. I will know if you don't. Husband now interaction is simply exhausting me. It's time I return to my studies. You, on the other hand, should travel forthwith to the anchor yard at Minsa. Be well, Albert. We shall meet again. I am 100% certain of it. Alright. Well, we need to return to Limsa now for 2 separate missions. I should just use the return. Yep, still linked to Limsa. Oh wait, Anchor Yard. That's not Limsa. Wait, where's the Anchor Yard? Okay, somewhere on the upper floor. My mind is ordinarily a whirlwind of abilities and feints and counterattacks. Now there's naught but silence. This is how it once used to be. That's how it always will be from now on. No, it won't be. Have a little dance. Were you always one for dancing? I don't recall any such you have met with our guildmaster, haven't you? Yep. Seagulls are being loud outside. That would explain your odd behavior. He does so enjoy seeing people perform unexpected acts of frivolity. But what could have spurred our resident guildmaster to speak with you in person? What could have spurred... He gave you this grimoire to give to me? Uncanny. It is identical to the tome I received the first time I ever met our leader. I would say the contents, maybe. The case is clearly not the same. You have my thanks, Harper. The Guildmaster is fond of games and mischief. I understand the troublesome trials he likely put you through before deeming you worthy of his attention. With this gift, however, his message to me is abundantly clear. I have to shape reality into the one I desire. That means defeating those Amaga. God, my mind is alive again with strategies. I must have time to think. Pray, inform Mistress Georgium of my return to duty. Alright. Well, before we do that... In fact, now we can teleport around a lot, so... We'll turn in 2 of these quests and then go do the 3rd. In fact, we'll turn in 1 of them. Yeah, we'll turn in this one. Go to the Marauders Guild, turn in that one. And then we get to the last. Kalia has recovered from her despondency. This is wonderful news, and we have you to thank for it. It is unfortunate, however, that both Kalia and our guildmaster are possessed of such impenetrable personalities. But at least in the case of Force here, we have an infamous in the nature of the cage that imprisons her. We hope that our partnership with you shall gradually pry those bars apart. Return to your training, Harper. Prepare yourself for the demanding tactics Kalia is sure to formulate in the days ahead. I am going to come back for that quest. I just don't want to take it right now. Right now, we're going to switch over to the Marauder. Go over to the Marauders Guild. Harper, I have heard of your skirmish on the Salt Strand. You did well to topple opponents of such formidable skill. But let us not dwell on the nature of those masked men. What is important is your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow Marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all. as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. Aye, time has come for you to bring Kujata's bloody rampage to an end. When next he rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade in his skull. Alright, now we switch to the road, same story. Finish its quest line. And then, regardless of what level we are at that time, we will... Yeah, we are level 31, so we can easily finish it and unlock the next thing. I want to take a break from it after I've done the level 25 ones. Yes, I should. Especially because I want to unlock a few more dungeons and do them and get better gear. Welcome back, Arthur. What information did the old man have on them reformists? Looking to unload them earrings, are they? And to unload Dawn, no less. I can't say as I'm surprised to hear the buyers from out of town. You won't find many women's that willing to melt coin on aught than coves or selling. Only dastard assaults who go about funding them as means to pull down the admiral. Eh? One of Malala's lackeys arrived at the house before you? How did they know to... When crows we captured must have cackled during True's interrogations. We'll have to assume the Yellow Jackets know what we know. And that means we best get our arses to Casa del Sol rightly now. I'll handle this one, Jack. You and Arbor can wait here for pruning. Wait, what in the hell is she playing at? After all that, she knows this ain't a solo job. So we need to go to Costa del Sol. Okay, how do we get there from here? I think that boat can get me there? Let's check. Yeah, I was thinking. Ferry skipper. Yep, purchase passes to Costa del Sol. It's a region we haven't been to yet. Go figure. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock the fast travel points here though. Before I continue with the story, and we are not doing any of the missions here. Not even the leaves are gonna get done yet. We just want maybe the fall. Just want Etherite. Synchronized. Right. Then get over here. I told you we had the guild. I don't need. Well, it might be as we could use an extra comb in the shallows after all. Jack has his mind set on punishing accusers, but me, I just want to skulk in, cloy them silver bits, and skulk out. I reckon if I could manage that with one the wiser, then they wouldn't know who to come after. Finish the job without drawing daggers, you know? It ain't exactly true the code, but the shield of the underworld's honor won't stop them blood killers from cutting inmates' throats and setting the sisters. There's a glimmer. The guild's the only place where it offered to take in a pirate stray like me. And I'll not see it burn to the ground. Deal's about to start. Say the word when you're going to head in. Alright, here's what we know. The rich merchant was come over from Oldal as some old native master Gegaruju, the call his own, Costa del Sol. Gegaruju was taking his guards and dancing in dells and pranced off down the beach someplace. Giving over the use of the entire resort to his friend. Seems she didn't want an audience for her bargain with the reformists. Which, as it happens, works out well for us. We'll wait until they're busy haggling over price, then snatch the sorrows, and hope the twig before they realize I'll be it. Sound like a plan? Yep, sounds good to me. There. The players have arrived. The formless coin counter and the Eldon buyer are setting up on the southeast platform. The earrings already nearby. Think about it. Who are all these other coals? The place was meant to be empty. I see some nasty looking blokes in Eldon guard. Are those rabbits? I should brought along a whole bloody entourage. I've got ahead of myself. Should have realized the job would never be that easy. We'll have to mill a few of them bodyguards first, I reckon. You don't want to fight through a forest of blades should you get caught sneaking about up on the narrow walkways. Jack, I thought I'd... Stow your excuses, love. I know full well what you were about. You start going soft on us, though, and it'll be like losing one of my arms. I can't take on Blake's cushions all by myself. It's only 'cause I got ropes like you and Underfoot and Arbor here that the guild can take the jobs it does. When our coves walk in shadows, it's the bleeding pirates what do the trembling. Remember that, McKinley. We ain't some two guild robbers will piss their breeches when their daddles are caught in the honeypot. We're the knives in the darklands, and no bastard wants to go blade to blade with the likes of us. I see you've not changed your mind. You'll need all the stabbards you can get. I promise mine are be there when you need them. Now, let's carve a path to that platform. Fight back for the earrings. Again, you hide yourself down at the docks in case the marks escape during the fight. Arbor, you and me will split up and mill the guards as we go. It's the puppet that's consuming those. It's just crash the little buggers before they can spring in around the front. Shoot them as close as you dare and then give them a good solid cloud from behind. Now, it ain't the most original strategy, but that don't make it any less lethal. Once you're done with the first group, slip back into the shadows and move on to the next. Not to it, eh? I'll head over to the back while you start in from the front. Let's wrap this up before the jackets blunder in and scare off our marks. Alright. Hit the security elements from the back. Oh, he thought he could kill him. Check the security number first. Wait a little bit so we can hit it with a good solid trigger attack. A few more seconds. After we finish this mission, we'll go together quickly. The faster more solid left part of the building and start just. That's probably what you remove that at once. Okay, fine. Rogues? No one mentioned out about rogues. What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm conducting a business transaction on behalf of the bloody executioners. Do you know what that means? Do you know what they'll do to you? I'm all frightened. Odd then that you're the one who's shaken. It don't much matter to me who you work for. Your bosses broke the code. We're here to collect. Those would be the Silver Sorrows then. I'm sure you paid a caravan of coin for them shiny baubles, but I doubt they're worth your life. Let's have them then. Wait, damn you. You should know this person is an extremely influential member of the East Aldar Trading Company. Surely you've heard of it. If the threat of reprisal will not stay your hand, then consider the political ramifications interfering with a foreign dignitary. My role will not desire to damage Limsa's relations with Ul'dah. Yes, exactly. I'm a very highly placed in Ul'dah society. I have probably friends who would not be pleased were you to mistreat me in any fashion. You must understand, the Silver Sorrows are a historical treasure, a gift once bestowed upon Sultana Nana Shah al-Nasha by her champion. The earrings were later stolen from the royal vault and we lost hope of ever recovering. That I might so easily purchase them thus is a miracle. The return of these trinkets will be... That is to say, the sorrows must be returned to Ul'dah. Could you not look the other way for the sake of my nation's pride? You must think me some dull-witted thug. If this deal was being made on behalf of your country, then why are you sneaking about and consorting with pirates? An excellent point. One might doubt your quality of character were you to continue with these feeble fabrications. Ugh, they're here. You need only entrust those names to me, should you truly wish to see them returned to Ul'dah, that is. After all, 'twas to fulfill that very purpose that the Fallocracy bid on the sorrows in the first place. Bit late there, aren't we, Captain? I think you'll agree this round belongs to... On the contrary, my dear scoundrel, I made the winning move the moment I knew we were dealing with a merchant of Ul'dah. I come bearing an official order of seizure, authorized by the Admiral herself. You will not be harmed, but I must insist that you cooperate with this reclamation of unlawfully obtained goods. Though Constantinople is private property, nevertheless lies within state-governed territory. Come along kindly, we need not inconvenience Master Gegaruju any further. These suspects will be taken into Yellow Jacket custody. Do not concern yourself with Silver Sorrows. They'll be quite safe with me. Ugh. Admittingly, yeah, this round goes to her. Can't deny that. As much as we may want to. Pah, the hell's take that canary-colored harpy. Might as well have handed the things to her on a velvet cushion. I'll go find Underfoot and help with his digging. There's still that last treasure out there. You can be sure the reformists won't be giving it up without a fight. Aye, you do that. But any luck to you, love. Ah, there you are. You left before events had truly been decided, and I thought you deserved to know the score. The Ul'dah merchant has acquiesced to our request and surrendered the Silver Sorrows to our keeping. We've also apprehended the reformist captain, and will be holding him for further questioning. Oh, Bonin and associate of the bloody executioners. Your yellow jackets don't flinch from your duty, I'll give you that. And what's this I hear about you buying information, Captain? I thought you soon died associated with elements of the underworld. I will do what I must to stay ahead of this challenge. Then, Marketeer's knowledge will be vital to the case. It is true I might find his practices distasteful. But he is no pirate. It is the fading era of piracy, which I mean to consign to history books. And that chapter will never be fully closed until every pirate spawned relic, including you and your guild, becomes a thing of the past. Valiant and forthright, these are the words by which Yellow Jackets live. It is the manner in which we protect Limsa and Minsa. I swore an oath on the graves of my sisters. No more shall the innocent suffer at the hands of these savage buccaneers, these unrepentant killers. grand oath it is. Me, I've got me family's full just keeping the code intact. The code is a kind of oath too when we get down to it. And since I've sworn to uphold it, I've no intention of stepping aside and letting you trample all over me and my codes. In fact, you'd be better off giving in now before matters get proper serious. Just say you're sorry, admit defeat, and we'll leave it at that, eh? Your audacity knows no bounds. I am done wasting words. I shall reclaim that last treasure, and then I will look on victorious as your guild is dismantled brick by brick. That's the spirit, Captain. Just don't forget to keep an eye on them earrings. These crawling with rogues, you know. You keep a sorrows and a bloody lockbox of the Cold Tower, but look away for a moment, and one of the coves will bite them beauties right back. Come, Barbara, back with sisters for us. Let's go turn them in. All right. You looking to head inside? Yes. Well, after all that hard work, the shoe made off with the spoils. As far as her damn contest goes, I suppose that makes us even. With the last treasure, this black sarcophagus that survives the victor. Whatever the reformers are doing to keep it, Bob, you can bet your grandmom's teeth there'll be some blade work needed before this job is done. Get yourself ready for proper scrap art, Bert. I only intend to. But we'll get to that later. Because right now I want to go over to Gridania. To temporarily set as our home point so that we can use return. As we do these missions. Because I'm pretty sure if I'm going correctly, these ones are the ones we still have to do. Yep, Lancer, Archer, and Conqueror. We're going to be right back, go to the toilet, and when I get back from that, we will continue. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright, let's get back to it. So, firstly, we need to switch to a class that's actually going to be doing things. So, we'll start with Conjurer and then work our way around. We are approaching the end of our time with these classes and their trainers. I think we will run into these guys again later, but yeah, it's nearly time for job roles. Welcome, Arbor. The tales of your deeds reach me even here in cloistered heart of Stillglade fame. Glad I am that you have come, for I would ask your assistance in a matter of some delicacy. It concerns, yes, young Sophie once again. As you can no doubt imagine, the recent revelations concerning her mother have sorely troubled the poor child. It appears Sophie needs some time alone to sort through the whirlwind of emotions which now beset her. She has, in short, fled from the guild. Fortunately, a pair of conjurers who were dispatched to the South Shroud to investigate another instance of corruption sent word that they have spotted our wayward Sophie. Considering the importance of this mission, I would not seek to distract the conjurers from their task. Thus, I turn to you to escort Sylvie back here to the guild. You are, I believe, one of the few people to whom she will listen. Pray tell Duskred's brother to speak with Wolfie. She was the conjurer's first chance upon Sylvie, and he'll be able to tell you more of how the young lad's affairs. Okay. Before we get going for that, I just had a thought. So, a lot of the items that we have acquired right now are of no use to us. Well, you can desynthesize when you're at any class. Maybe you have to have the relevant class at the relevant level. Let me find out. I don't remember needing to... Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't remember needing to be a specific class. You just need to be... You can be any class to do desynthesis. Okay. I think I get how it works now. Only classes that are level 30 for their crafting can be used for that. That makes sense. Okay, with that in mind... Hold on a moment. Okay. Holding on to that for now. These ring bands. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Yep. We got better, so... Okay. Earrings. None of our other jewel stuff is high enough leveled for it, so they'll just have to wait. For now, we'll switch to Archer. Go to the Archer's Guild. And at the Archer's Guild, we'll pick up the next quest. Ah, Arbor, I had hoped you would come. You may be able to help. I am concerned about Lee and Silver. They show signs of losing perspective. Well, mayhap it is best you see for yourself. Help will feel that both would benefit from your counsel. Consider this a personal request, Arbor. Oh god, did Lucian send you a pester me by any chance? This is hardly her concern. It is most definitely not yours. If you must know, I have decided to leave the guild. We need to track down Juan Mujik and finish what we started. The God's Quiver and Woodwheelers seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the God's Quiver. I, the foolish young sentry for whom I once spoke, he was me. You can't figure that out? We had her, Arbor. There was no escape, but then she began to wail about a wounded comrade, one who would surely die without her help. She looked me straight in the eyes and begged. I blinked. I failed to see through the most elementary rules. The Fallgourd down on the God's Quiver. While that can never be forgiven, never reclaim a measure of honor by stopping him. One warrior like you would not understand what it is to betray your people. Worry not. I do not intend to leave just yet. I continue to gather information until I am certain of Mujik's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though. It is only a matter of time. Now, how long will you? So, if you are so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to that moping in the coat. The sight of her shuffling around while stirring her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to me. Oh, it's you. Tell me, Arbor, do you ever think about home? Do you ever wish you could go back? Mine was just another poor village in the 12 year. The fields were more stone than soil. The merchants hardly ever bothered to visit. We didn't have a lot. But we didn't need it. And then the calamity came. I remember running and the screams. It was so loud, so unbearably loud. And I was here, in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen. I didn't know any of them, but I knew how to hunt. And I was always good at hunting, Arbor. The guild gave me a place to get better. At least I thought I'd gotten better. She, Juan Mujik, she has so much more. I've been thinking, Arbor, that maybe this is a sign. Maybe Silver is right. This guild, this city, is no place for an outsider like me. So I decided to leave. Glad to have known you, Arbor, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me if this is too selfish a request. Before I go, I would like to meet with you one last time. Alone in the South Shrine. These Gridanians will not understand. Okay. That's mildly depressing, actually. It's good to see you again, Ardbert, and stronger than when last we spoke. Plainly, you have devoted many hours to training, which is just as well, for I have a mind to set you your next task. At the Bramble Patch, you came to grasp the true meaning of courage. I would have you put that courage to the proof before 3 masters of our art. In the many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives, yet they share the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of their time. And just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration, so too you shall look to them. By availing yourself of their wisdom, you will take another step toward becoming a full-fledged lancer. Your first instructor is a man named Mattheon. Seek him out at Armor's Spire in the East Shroud, where he serves as frontier sentry. The long years at his post have honed Matthion's perception, no details escape a man's piercing gaze. Present yourself before him for inspection, Albert. There is a gates here. Okay, so he's the only one that doesn't require going to the South Shroud, so we'll do him first. You are the young lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Matholme, commander of the brave men and women of this spire. Let's have a look at you. See, you possess strength and skill in abundance, and of this there is no doubt. Still want for experience. Oh, I don't doubt you've seen much and more. I have you believe there is naught left out there to unnerve you. Yet the world is wide, and only the gods can claim they know all. You may be assured that the legendary lancers of old faltered at times. No lancer, or any man, can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh spoken blood and sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. Doing so will lure out creatures of the night, which you are to vanquish. Okay, I can do that. First things first, though. I spy enemies over there that look like something that I'm pretty sure one of the other classes had on their list. Maybe I was mistaken. Nope, I wasn't. Oh, another one's over there, the overgrown lily. Yep. Ledger, Usual, Lancer, Rogue, Politics. Thought there was at least one other that had them on the list. we'll see. Actually, no, we don't. So we can see how this works anyway. I'm just gonna double check though how we're doing on the hunting log. Alright, we're gonna need to go to Western Thanalan for a yard. Let's start with first class. Okay, Western Thanalan for lead goblins. North Shroud for. Is that where we are? No, we're not. But North Shroud for balloons. Eastern Thanalan for Kieran Row runners. South Shroud for Coral Claw Cutters, and Lanelsia for the remaining two. Okay. Pugilist. North Shroud. North Shroud. North Shroud. South Shroud. Eastern, Central, Southern. Okay. So we got two in the South Shroud, so we can probably do that one and look out when we're down there for the other quests. East Shroud for that one. Western Thanalan, North Shroud, North Shroud. We'll be in North Shroud for the main quest actually, so we can get those then. Okay. Western Thanalan. I'm just seeing if there's anything in this area that I'm in right now. Okay, so a bunch in the South Shroud that we'll need to check out. East. And some in East as well. And some in Central. Okay. I was looking for if there's anything in... Where am I right now? I'm in East Shroud, so... I could go up and deal with that stuff for those ones. I think I will do that, because I might as well while I'm here. I'll switch to those classes in a moment and run around and do that. That way I don't have to teleport back here later. I wasn't paying attention to which ones they are. So I know one of them's Rogue. Yeah. So I know one of them is Rogue. I'll check the others in a bit. Right now though, you can see Alamigo in the distance. That's where that big rock wall is. You know, that's actually part of... That's Baelsar's wall. Another part of it, I think. But it marks the border of Alamigo. Welcome back, son, and well done. I bore witness to your battle with mine own eyes. The bloodbat bewilders its prey with its ceaseless fluttering. This makes putting a spear in the beast an excuse in frustration. Frustration may easily have given rise to panic, yet to your credit, you fought on resolutely and thus emerged the victor. Yawin has taught you well, Yawin. You have a way to go, to be sure. Beneath those rough-hewn edges, I see the makings of a great lancer. With blessing, make your way to Buskern's druthers in the South Shroud. It is there that your next instructor, Buskern himself, awaits. The man had a unique approach to art. Though it's fair while since he hung up his spear, it's worth a well worth hearing. Indeed, lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do his meeting. Good though it is. Being Buskern and availing yourself of his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. Alright. Now, let's go. Who was it again? I'm just going to make sure I know. North, east, south. South Shroud. Okay, so not this one. Pugilist. South. Central and south. Marauder is one of them. Okay, switch to Marauder then. We'll find ourselves some diseased trees, which are over the Bramble Patch, which is north of us. Fair bit north, actually. Pretty sure they're located in the next area after the first one. Who else was it after Marauder? The Lancer again? South Shroud. South Shroud. Okay, so not. Archer. East. Oh yeah, Archer requires some as well. Rogue requires the black mats. Archer Marauder requires hopefully there's a method. That's a disease. Did Rogue require anything from around here? Just want to make sure. Nope. Conjurer. Nope. Conjurer. And Arcanist. No. So just the Marauder for the kids. How many, but hopefully it's not too bad. Four. That's all, the last ones I killed in order. So now we've done that, let's fast travel over to the quarry level. And try and make our way to the over there. Did this one have any coral claws in its kill list? Yes, coral claw poachers. Let's try and find those. You know the red bellies are over there. So where are the corals? Are they to the south? I honestly don't know where the coral claws are. I'm sure there was some nearby here, though. I'll look around and see if I can find some. Because again, could have sworn there was a campsite full of them already. There's a goblin thugs. There. Got him. I can see the spot where the coral claws are. Knew I had the right path. Okay. Let's see. So we still need to find 2 more poachers. So let's see about the other classes and what they need for coral claws. Well, Pallet Warrior, or Gladiator, or whatever. Yeah, Gladiator requires these cutters. We need one more cutter to be done with this one. What do pugilists need? Hunters. Well, conveniently I can see 2. It's true, though. Alright, one more poacher. Check with that. Alright. So this one is done with it. Pugilist needs nothing from them. Marauder doesn't need any. Lancer needs a poacher. Archer doesn't need any. Rogue needs cutters and hunters. Let's take a look. Archer is done. Rogue just needs a hunter. Thaumaturge doesn't need any. Sorry, Conjurer doesn't need any. Thaumaturge also doesn't need any. Arcanist doesn't need any. So we just need to find a hunter. And there they are. Yeah, the amount of XP granted by a computer is definitely higher level. Okay, we're done here. I'm leaving. It. We managed to successfully complete the Coral Claw part of our hunting log. There's still lots of enemies left to find, particularly here in the South Shroud, and I do intend to find all of them before we leave, but most of them are in upper paths or the south path. There's a lower paths. It's in one of these two areas, so we'll take care of it though. Oh, hello. What's that? Homecoming. Well, it's closer, so I'll do this first. No, don't hurt him. And there I was thinking you mightn't accept my kind invitation. I don't recall inviting him, though. 'Tis rude to presume, Sonny, and I do so hate rudeness. Wait, it's not his fault, it's mine. I invited him. He's a member of the Arbiters Guild like me, and he's not Gridanian. I do begin to recall his face. I knows how to hold a bow, that one. It only ain't a typical recruit, but I reckon I might be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. Just, I wanted to say goodbye. Albert, ever since I met Pawa, I've been at a loss. But I realize now that my place isn't at the guild, but the Gridanians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong, with my people, carrying on our tradition, our archery, not Gridania's. It's all I have left, Albert. So I'm going with Pawa. Maybe you don't understand now. Just promise me you won't tell Lucienne. We're still there. The hells I won't. Albert! Ha! I feel they might be harboring a few niggling objections. Worry not, sister. Shoot the bastard. No! Ain't no love lost twixt ye and the guild, is there? Then what's the problem with feathering a bloody venture? No bugger will miss him. Excuse you! A lot of people will miss me, thank you. I'll miss him all right. So just stop. Ah, dear me, and I had such high hopes for you. Miss Aliapple, waste of bloody time. A keeper was lost her nerves about as much use to me as a glass bow. But there's no sport in killing captured prey. Better not see neither of you again. Because if I do, I'll show you what happens to prey that's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters, away. How do you do it, Arthur? How do you live in this place with these people? And why do you even bother? What have they ever given you besides scorn? Well, what do you see in them, Margaret? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far so quickly. Maybe you even surpassed me. Definitely surpassed you, I'm sorry. I have to know how you've done it. I have to know what it is I'm doing wrong. So what way I can think to find out? Meet me at the back. Where's the bannock? Okay, Central Shroud. We'll do that later. First things first. Time to go up to Bucksboro. Who has already met me, so we should see the conversation here defer because of that. But we'll see. Well, if it isn't Yowen's protege, I thought that it was about time you arrived. I'm Busker this year's my place, in case you're wondering why Yowen sent you. I should mention I've not always been in the food and drink business. For the brothers, I man an outpost not far from here. Anyway, between keeping throats wet and bellies full, I ain't got a great deal of time to chat just now. So your mind, I'll get on with educating you. Now, take this nice bowl of full flour mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. Now, I want you to make an offering of it in Miss Dale's land, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft south of here. See the bowl safely there, complete with its contents, and when you come back, I'll tell you a story. With all that? Good. Yeah, I can do that. We meet again, Arbor. I assume Brother Isumi warned you of the corruption my companions and I have been tasked with purifying in the South Shroud. The source of its extensive blight is to be found to the southeast. The shrill, discordant voice of the elementals shriek their dismay that a city of withered trees. I suggest you give the area a wide berth. Considering the potential dangers, you might imagine how alarmed I was to discover young Sylvie wandering about this part of the Twelves Wood. It seems our mother, a woman who healed with conjuring, but remained untrained by the guild, called this region her home. Sylvia herself had her head buried in some manner of tone. But if she is as sensitive to the animal's murmurings as I am led to believe, the din with her mind must be driving her to distraction. Pray speak with the child and see if she is well. I will do so myself if our current duty We're not so pressed. We will, in fact, be setting out any moment. Oh, so she's just nearby. Hey, Sylphie. Arbor! I should have known that Wolfie would tattle on me. Brother Sylvie sent you to take me back, didn't he? This is where my mother used to live here, right up until she passed. Dawn. Folks were grateful for the healing she offered. And this is the journal she used to keep. There's an entry that explains how nature becomes furious when conjurers use their art. How there are always more people wounded in battle when mortals abuse the power that is not theirs to take. My mother refused to draw nature because she was scared of making it angry. She wouldn't lie about such things, and I want to do what she would have wanted. But stop using conjuring altogether. I've never heard the voices this mad before. That's because Wolfie and the others are overusing their art. We have to go and stop them. Well, we better go and investigate. We'll go do this first, then we'll go do the south one, then we'll go to the back. Bloody kid trap, go away! Ignoring it. And we can. Oh wait, no, it left. Good. God, it's so loud. Can you hear it? Nature is shrieking in rage. Nature's angry with us. If she was any conjuring. We're only making nature more furious. No, this is wrong. Elementals, are they angry too? We're really in trouble now. Now nature sends southern lightning that says, what the frisk you? The elementals are helping us. Oh, there we go. Yep, the elementals helped us. I can't believe nature actually helped us. There's nothing scary about it at all. I might still wonder if it really was safe for conjurers to borrow that power if I hadn't seen the way you wield it. Nothing could seem more natural. I think it's time I went back to the guild. There are a few things I need to collect first, so please go on ahead without me. Okay. So close. That's fine. Just get back to the village first. Then look at what enemies we need to look for that are in the South Shroud, specifically. There. Big mouth orbans. That's what we need to look for. And I'm pretty sure we'll find them at the river to the south. Which class was that? Was it Marauder or a different one? Or was it Pugilist? Pugilist. I'll... Okay. First things first. I'm pretty sure there are other classes that have Bark M's on their list that I haven't yet taken care of. Just 3 of them. Okay. I can't remember what other classes have this one on it. There we go, Rogue. The Bark X to respawn now. Oh, leveled up as a rogue. Nice. Okay. Thaumaturge? Nope. Arcanist? Nope. Okay. I think it was Pugilist that had the big mouth Orban on its list. So we'll head a bit further south and see if we can find what we're looking for. I'm pretty sure we're not going to find them until we're over here in the level 30 areas. But we'll find out. Well, that's the Midland Condor over there, which I'm pretty sure is on one of the lists. The Adamant Voices are over there. I'm just going to go and sync up with this Aetheryte. There are quests here that I could do, one of which gives me access, I believe, to my companion. But I think I'll wait until we actually get sent here as part of the quest. Right now, let's focus on seeing if we can find the enemy I'm looking for. Alright, firstly, Midland Condor. I'm pretty sure those are on the list for a class. I just can't remember which one. Lancer has it. Just need to get 4 of them. on Rogue, Thaumaturge, or Arcanist. So it was literally just one class that had it on. Okay, I need to find out where the, what's it called? Big Mouth Orabon. I just need to know its exact coordinates. Let's see. Apparently just a bit further south. Around here, apparently. This is right. $17. Okay, so a bit further north. And a bit further. There we go. Got it. I knew I would need it. Come on. I just don't want to have to come back here later. Damn it! Attack one I can. Alright. So, hold on. Pugilist was the first one that saw that needed it. So let's go through the rest. None of them do. Okay. So, does that mean we're officially done with, guards on Scavenger? Let's see if we're done with the South Shroud. Okay, Marauder. North, north. Central, central. So Marauder has some in central, so we'll need to remember that during the next part of our mission for Archer, as that takes us to central. Oh, Overgrown offering South Shroud upper paths. We found them around... Where did we find those? I know we found them in the upper paths. I just can't remember where in the upper paths. Is it over here? I'll take a look later. But we know we need to find those, anyways. Overgrown offerings. Archer also has one in Central. Ooh, okay. Rogue's nearly finished. Conjurer. Also has some in Central. And so does Thaumaturge. And Arcanist. So there is one class that still has something in this area, which one was it again? Was it Archer? Yes, Archer has something. So let's find out where that is. Overgrown offering. It's gonna take a bit because it's loading. There we go. Okay. 1819 is where we need to go to for that. So 1819. So roughly somewhere around there, and we'll finish Archers. So yay! Then we go to Central Shroud, go to Sorrel Haven, and look around for all the enemies there. Oh look, it's the White Mage Tutor. Yeah, she hangs around here. I remember her distinctly for the fact that she's the White Mage Tutor because she's flanked by Moogles that try to go to meet with her. That and she's just entertaining, so yay. Ah, where am I? I got lost under a bridge. I will say this much. Once we finish the various hunting logs, it'll be nice, because then we'll be one step closer to actually maxing out how much XP we have. The hunting log is really helpful for that. So, you're off with the mead, as I told you. Without drinking a drop? Very well. You shall have a tale of me, as promised. Mistale is the man who founded the Lancers Guild, and the monument I sent you to was erected in his honor. Mistale was courage made flesh. Cut him, and I dare say he'd have bled the stuff. It was him who first identified the two aspects of a Lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering them. And that weren't all he did, seeing how the art had gone stale, or with our Lancers keeping to the confines of the 12 wood. He sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. Gridania was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and none forest-born were considered faithless savages. Aye, it was even worse than now. Of course, old Mistale wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was. A lot of ignorance and cowardice. The long story short, despite a forest full of good old Gridanian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation opens its doors to foreign Lancers. And by blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin. That wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Mistale. Us Lancers owe him much and more. It's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget. What's that? When's the trial? Much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Your courage is never in doubt, son. My part in your training is done. It's time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow named Fox Clark. You'll find him willing away his time at the Bobbing Cork, like it's not. Oh, that's the name of an inn in Fallgourd Float. In case you didn't know, up in the North Shroud days. Fox Clark's an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear tip off the ground. I warn you, he was a right stubborn bugger back then. The years ain't done much to improve his humor. So, good luck with Impress again. Okay, so we're gonna do that part. I think we'll do that part of the quest when we go to do the main scenario. Because from the sounds of things, that'll be our best bet. Cool, we're done with that. So now let's fast travel to Bent Branch. Central? That is central, isn't it? Sure it is. Oh, yeah, Central Shroud. Okay. So that's near where our next quest is. And... okay. All the enemies for this one are in the area that we'll be visiting when we go to Hawk Manor. Okay, it's fine. We'll take care of that later. But I'd rather not spend time going into an area that we're going to visit as part of the story anyways. Shall we begin, Ardbert? Defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. I said fight it, Gavin. Why are you holding it back? Sorry, God. I know you can do better. Not bad, I'm not finished yet. What do you want? I found it for me. So simple. You have opened your eyes and looked beyond your master's faults. You've accepted his teaching and taken them to heart, even Silver for all his bigotry, which is only to preserve his traditions. I lost sight of everyone else's struggle and became obsessed with mine own. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. I have family here too. Family sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I have become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment, to discern the naked truth. It is little wonder, then, that I have neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I have found the experience rather excruciating. Thank you, Albert. I know now that I belong at the guild, together with you and Lucienne. And yes, even that bloody wildwood. God's help me. I think I might actually miss it. Alright. We've got 2 quests to turn in. I'll go do that because the next bit is going to take us to our main scenario mission. So, Archer's Guild first, then Fallgourd Guild. Then we'll go to the main scenario. I think I'm going to take a break as soon as we finish the main scenario quest, for which this video is named. So we've done a lot already. Welcome home, Arthur. You need not say a word. One look at Lee's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, Albert, you can help your fellow archers to look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. Hope I can count on your support in the future. Absolutely. Now that was the level 25 mission. We have already unlocked the level 30 mission, but we're gonna save it for later. Ba, ba, ba. I think probably when I complete the level 30 main scenario quest, I will go ahead and get all the job quests then. Welcome back, Arbor, and you also, Sophie. Brother Izumi, I'm sorry I ran away like that. I understand, Shao. Did you find the answers you sought? Yes, thanks to Arbor, he showed me that nature was nothing to be afraid of. I think I know why my mother refused to call upon its power. She knew the act caused suffering to nature itself. You see. So it was her very love for nature that prevented her from drawing on its strength. Tell me something. Has the fog of indecision now lifted from your mind? It has, Guildmaster. I understand now why my mother chose the path she did. Full glad am I to hear that, for I must ask of you one more question. Yes, Brother Izumi? When you first witnessed this Arbor cleanse a corrupted element, you mentioned hearing voices. How exactly did they sound? The voices? They sounded joyful, like a crowd letting out a sudden cheer. I really heard them, I swear. I am sure you did, Sophie. This is a gift. Conjurers may sense the power of nature, borrow from its strength, but all can hear its whispers. What you describe are the voices of the elementals. You may very well possess the talent to become a hearer. A hearer? Of course, much relies on your studies of conjuring. You have a natural aptitude. I have thus far lacked commitment. You must not neglect your training, Sophie. Putting aside such matters for a moment, I'm curious to hear about the disturbances as you observed in the South Shroud Arbor. I assume from the reports I've received that it was a different magnitude to those which you have previously encountered. Am I correct? It bodes ill. The creatures known as mudpies are not native to the 12 wood. I wonder what relation it may have to the seemingly ever-increasing frequency of these disturbances. Something beyond the damage wrought by the calamity afflicts the 12-foot. I shall commune with the elementals and seek to identify this threat. Albert, Sylvie, I may have need of you both before long. Until then, give yourself over to the study of our art. Ever shall the earth meet your football and the wind guide your path. Okay. Now, switch to Lancer. Go to the nearest teleporter. Teleport to the North Shroud. And then walk over to Stillglade thing. I'm just gonna look at what the quests, what the North Shroud ones are, so that I can understand what I'm looking for. Alder Spring. Where the frick is Alder Spring? Crowd Creek. Alder Spring is to the south of Fallgourd Float itself. So let's make our way to Fallgourd Float. Alright, cross this bridge. Somebody fighting a Banemite. The Banemite is dead. And there's the entrance to Fallgourd Float. Fallgourd. Whatever. You have a quest for me? Yes, your quest given stuff is not useful to me. How do you fancy Fallgourd float, traveler? Fine tea, warm beds, good ale, and good company at the bobbing cork. Small wonder that it's many a wayfarer's favourite stop on the road to Corpus. Speaking of the bobbing cork, I was sharing a drink and a tale with a traveller just a few bells ago. Apparently the poor fellow imbibed it a bit too heavily, and when he came to, the key to his room is nowhere to be found. But with all the rumours of late, both my friend and the innkeeper are worried sick. If you have to stumble across the key, would you not be kind enough to return it to the cork? You'll be saving more than one sleepless night. Okay, I'll go looking for it. But first, please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like he came for that poor woman. Edward is clearly traumatized. I need to soothe him. But first, let's change to a class that actually will benefit the most from the experience gained, which will be... we're going to go with Fallgourd. Right, I need to soothe him. You're right, it's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true. But that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I really didn't count what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was heading back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black, yet a hideous fiend in tow. A winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. And that instant I knew right away that the masked man was the meaning of Fall, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything is sure that we won't have to suffer Medrod hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork, that's what I want to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Yay! So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. In the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. I very much doubt they're involved, but sure. Hail, Adventure. If you would not be averse to courier duty, I have a report that must be delivered to Florentil Spire with all haste. This information is highly classified. Trust you to deliver it directly to the hands of Serpent Lieutenant Bodafart without sneaking a peek to yourself. Alright, I can do that. I'm going to switch to Lancer. A cozy bed, warm meals, fine spirits. I tell you, friend, ever since I came here, it's like I died and gone to Naufika's bosom. Go home to Alda, to that ramshackle hovel where nothing awaits my gill-pinching wife and her endless... Never. Perhaps you can help me. My wife's hired some poor sop to bring me home. I reckon this will give him a change of heart. Hail and welcome to the bobbing cork. Our beds are so soft, you'll think you've closed your eyes on a luxury barge drift on the gentlest sea. Oh. Wrong person. I need to go upstairs to find the person I need to speak to. I take it you are the young Lancer for whom Yuan spoke. An adventurer besides, by the looks of you. I was an adventurer myself once. That was before I became a lance for hire. A vital talk. You'll come to learn from me, and learn from me you shall. Be warned, though, you will not find me as lenient as instructor as the others. Now pay attention. Thus far, you learned to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. Maybe you will learn to do so in the face of change. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, a Lancer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meaning of my words, I would have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Blue. However, the creature will appear only where there is raging flame. You may kill such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons and depositing them at a gutted campfire. This should suffice to entice the Red Blue. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with ever greater fervor until it is ripe to burst in a conflagration of death. The courage lends strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. Okay, I think that's alright. There's another quest over there. And that's it for this area. But no, there's 2 more quests in the area. First things first. Haughty Houseboy. What do you want? The missus paid me good coin to bring a good-for-nothing husband home. Your guild don't mean nothing to me. The missus paid me... What in the hell's? A room of my own here at the Cork, plus all the ale I can drink, fully paid courtesy of Gogolata? Get out of my way. I'm going to go give that man a piece of my mind. Okay. Well, first things first. I'm pretty sure at least one of these has clay golem as a target. I can't remember which one. Pugilist. Two of 5, Jesus. Oh, you just killed 6 balloons with a lance. I guess technically I can see that happening, so it's fine. Okay, first things first. Let's finish our objective. Killing enough of these guys to finish that objective. Cool, Pugilist leveled up. Alright. What's Pugilist got left? Shroud Hairs, which I think are located near that place we're going to. Zizzas, which are directly above us. So we'll get those in a bit. Anyone need balloons? Yes. Kill 4 balloons. And if we finish this part of the objective for this class. Let's see, kill 1 more balloon. The fact that they're called balloons. Like, this thing is a ball of fire. Okay, so that's that one. Pugilist. Did it require? No, it doesn't require clay golems. Marauder. Does it require clay? It requires balloons, but not clay golems. Does Thaumaturge require clay golems? No, it doesn't. Okay, did not mean to get the attention of the golem. So you can find 2 more balloons to kill. There we go, 2 more balloons. There's another one. Alright. So it's Gladiator, Marauder. Conjurer doesn't need balloons. Archer doesn't need balloons. Pugilist doesn't. Lancer doesn't. Rogue doesn't. Thaumaturge doesn't. Arcanist does. When it's part of a quest line like this one is, the enemy tends to have a much faster respawn time, whereas enemies that aren't part of the quest line don't. Alright, that's another bit of the hunting log finished. Now, good news. Those are not the same thing. They are something else entirely. Retreat! Hope that some of the other clay golems have responded. Yes, one of them has. We'll get two of them have. Okay, we'll use one of them to clear the way out of here in case we're finished with clay golems. And the other 10 if we're finished with clay golems. There we go. We're finished with that one, at least. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to Lancer. Ooh, hello, Shroud Hares. These are one of the targets, aren't they? Oh, Kieran's right there. Are they on my list? I'll check. But first, let's see what the enemy we know is on our list. And another level up. So that's a Shroud Hare and a Yarzon Scavenger. Oh, this is getting better and better. Because sworn your hunting log set these will locate somewhere else. I'm not gonna say no to it, of course. Okay. So that's the scavengers. Let me just check and see if... Okay. Shroud Hare is not on those lists, but there are some scavengers on the archers. Pugilist. The answer will be the last one we do. Let's see if Rogue needs it. Thaumaturge. Thaumaturge has a scavenger on the list. And it only needs 2 of them. Damn it! Well, we're stuck fighting these ones now. Alright, now. Arcanus doesn't. Good. The Lancer does, though. Four of them. Come on. Finish it. There. That's it. Our hunting log is getting closer and closer to completion. Just Battleland and something in Lenosia. Well, let's hand over this. Aha, we win. Go Chocobo. Yeah, the real one. There were only beaters over there. Okay, some of them require Ziz, which is part of the main scenario quest, so... who's close to leveling up, but not quite. Gladiator. I would see where your efforts were a success. Marceau's just stopped by a moment ago. Seems he wanted to express his gratitude in person. Down a pint of ale and dashed right off to his room, where he's sleeping quite soundly, if his rather conspicuous snoring is agad. Comforts of life on the road. The old truth, friend, would like nothing more than to return home to old Dawn, where my loving wife awaits. That is, were it not for a small, complicated matter. My wares, you see, were stolen from me by a positive frightful band of Kieran thieves encamped to the south. Why were I to return home empty-handed? My wife's wrath would make the calamity look like a minor brush fire. Jesus. No, I fear I have no choice but to prolong my stay. Okay. Well, at least we know we're helping a bit. In a bit. I want to finish the level 25 quests, and then we'll take a break. You have vanquished the Red Balloon, no less than what I would expect from one of your ones. The army altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of battle to shift repeatedly. Yet ever did you press onward, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So it was that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is genuine courage. Mind you, this does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us, after all. And I finished with you. You may report back to Yorn. And when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. Let's return to Gridania and turn in this quest. Turn this in, and then we'll take a break. Old Vogue Clark demands I show my face. Gully assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I'll see what I can do. As for you, Albert, well done. Never doubted that you would meet with the approval of all three men. I am no less proud of you for having done so. You have traveled far along the Lancer's path, and so you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you have come with one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work. Return here when you are ready for a contact. Look forward to our next meeting. Alright, well, as I think I said earlier, we will take a short break here. For about an hour, time to have dinner and spend some time with my partner before we get back to things. In the intervening time, we'll be in Fallgourd Float, just getting ready to do things. So, that'll be it for right now. Until next time, as always, I've been Sparks. I hope you have a lovely day. See ya!